everybody, it's Summit Searcher here. Happy 2021. I wanted to kickstart the new year with a video for you guys talking about my selection process when it comes to hiking. I've got 5 key steps that I outlined that I think are critical when choosing the right mountain for you. Number 1, the first thing is to figure out who you're going to be hiking with. Are you going by yourself? Are you going with a group of friends that aren't really into hiking? Are you going with somebody that's kind of at your skill level and can keep up with you and challenge you? This is super important because determining who you're going with determines how difficult of a hike you can do. So I always like to start out with, when am I going hiking? Who am I going hiking with? And then you can kind of go from there. Number 2, second most important step is to figure out where you want to hike. What region? Are you guys going somewhere close, somewhere local? Is it a day trip? Is it a through hike? Is it an overnight hike? Once you determine if you're going to be hiking in the local area or somewhere different, then you can kind of start looking at the mountains in that area and pick something that's suitable for what your goal is. Number 3, once you've determined what area you decide you want to be hiking in, you can start doing your research. So Googling different hikes in the area, reaching out on forums or to people to see what hikes are in the area or what hikes they recommend. You can also use resources like AllTrails, for example, to see what popular hikes are in that area and read a little bit more about them. Disclaimer, AllTrails is an awesome resource. There's lots of information about mileage, elevation, people giving you tidbits on, is there blowdown in the area, certain challenges of the hike, and commenting their feedback and response to what their hike was like. But you do have to take it all with a grain of salt because everybody's got a different perspective on how difficult hikes are based on their fitness and skill level. So kind of judging all the different comments and taking them into consideration, but also having your own sense that this might have been super challenging for somebody else, but might not be so bad for you. Also with AllTrails, anybody who uses AllTrails will tell you this, that they tend to undershoot the amount of mileage that it takes to get to the summit and back. So if you're planning a hike based on the amount of miles you can do in a day or the amount of hours in daylight that you think you can get it done, give yourself a little bit of buffer or look at other resources online to try and figure out what you realistically think you can accomplish. I wouldn't base everything off of AllTrails, but it is a good resource if you're looking for different hikes in the area. Number 4, what's your goal of your hike? Are you looking for those stunning summit views? Are you looking for a super challenging hike, a longer hike? Are you okay with a wooded summit? These are all things you need to consider when choosing your hike because you don't want to get to the summit and be disappointed with what you came for. You want to have clear expectations and then also be sure that you have a clear idea of what you're getting yourself into before you go hiking in an area, in a mountain, so that you're not confused or unprepared for anything. Number 5, am I working on any hiking challenges at the time? So I'm quite a competitive person and I like to work towards a goal. So I love setting myself hiking challenges in different areas and exploring different mountain ranges. It gives me something to work towards and it gives you a sense of accomplishment when you finish that goal. So a lot of the times I pick my hikes around those hiking challenges and it's really rewarding. You get to experience a bunch of different peaks that you've never even heard of before. And it gives you just such a wide variety of different terrains and different peaks. So I love basing a lot of my hiking around mountain challenges. Not everybody has to do that, but it is a different way that you can start exploring different areas and different peaks if you're interested in looking for something different. All in all, no matter where you hike or how you choose what hikes you do, just make sure to be prepared and have fun while doing it. It's really important to make sure you do your research and you have the proper gear and you're not biting off more than you can chew. It's always good to push yourself to new heights and to learn more and to get more educated and, challenge yourself. But you want to make sure that you're doing it safely, properly, and you're not harming the environment and you're taking care of yourself as well. So have fun out there. I hope these tips were helpful while choosing your next hike. And if you have any suggestions or tips on how you choose your hikes, please be sure to drop them in the comments below. Until next time, see you on the trails.